morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day this message gets to you. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Shift. I'm your host, Palmonia Gordon. Today, just wanted to share a quick piece for you on connecting, on the importance of connecting. And I hope to leave you with three things. One, the power of gratitude. Two, breaking the tradition. And three, how to get whole by connecting. So as we get in, I was reading, I'm a church girl, so apologies to those of you who are not. Faith is the ability to see the invisible and believe in the incredible. And I believe in things that I have not yet seen. And that is even why many of us are here today. So my background, a quick introduction, corporate office, worked at the post office, picked up my bag to go to work one day. The thought of going postal made sense. I got into entrepreneurship, and it has given me the ability to now once a week carve the time to come in and meet with you. So welcome. Remember, please subscribe, like, share the information with a friend. If you see value in what we're doing here, we're growing a global network where we're connecting and sharing and empowering and encouraging each other. And especially now with this pandemic and COVID era that we're in and coming out of, there are so many people that are longing for connection. So connect with us, become a part of our community, and share it with those who you know. There. So I was reading in the book of Luke, and it's this chapter, that's the Bible, and it's Luke chapter 17, where Jesus came upon 10 men who were lepers, and to heal them, he told them, go to this place. And they went, and while they were on the way, their skin, because leprosy is where you have these white patches on your skin, and people would actually exclude you from the community because it's contagious. So they had a whole community. Once you had leprosy, you had to go there. So they're there by themselves, and as they're walking, their skin starts cleaning up and they're becoming clean. And one guy recognized that, oh my gosh, I'm healed. So he turned back to go find Jesus to say thank you. Now in verse 17 to 19, when he got back, Jesus said to him, wasn't there 10 of you? And he's like, well, I'm the only one. What that tells me is when we have things, and that's point number one for today. When we have things happen in our lives, don't take it for granted. Activate your muscle of gratitude, of giving thanks. Because Jesus looked like, wasn't there 10 of you? I'm expecting 10 people to come back to say, my gosh, I've been healed. So let gratitude be an automatic response that you use when things happen in your life, no matter how small it is. Two, the only person who came back was a stranger. He was a Samaritan. That wasn't his neck of the woods. But because he was there and he got leprosy, guess what? You got to go to this camp. That's where they hung out. So you have to learn to break the tradition. As a matter of fact, it's great if you don't even know them, so you don't even have them as a weight, because sometimes that is what restricts and limits us, because the tradition says I can't do this, or I shouldn't do this, or I can only go this way or that way. So sometimes you have to, so the tradition, the guy didn't know, he ran back and he kneeled and, oh my God, thank you, I am healed. I can finally go home to my family, which is point number three. So one, you've got to be grateful for the little things. Two, we want to break tradition. We want to get out of the rut and the normal and the mundane, because life is beautiful. But if you keep it so restricted, it becomes boring. Okay, so when Jesus saw that he was the only one, he looked at him and he says, all right, get up, go thy way. Thy faith has made thee whole. Now, I point that out to say that even though they were healed on the outside, the wholeness was not in its entirety. So he became whole when he came back, and Jesus said, all right, now you're whole. So whatever stuff may have been on the inside, maybe he was going to go home and struggle through, man, how do I deal with having been away from my family for 5, 10, 15 years, even a month, however long it was. But that act of gratitude, of breaking tradition and going back to connect to the source that gave him the gift of healing made him whole. Okay? So we're going to focus on the attitude of gratitude. We're going to focus on breaking some traditions, right? Hey, you know what? I'm the one that is supposed to, no, he's supposed to apologize to me. Break the tradition. You know what? It's my blessing and my ability to move forward is being hindered. I'll go apologize. Hey, I'm sorry. And make that connection. Now I want you to really get it. And when I get these messages, I'm like, okay, God, you got to give me an analogy that brings it home. And he gave me one. And he says, imagine a TV, a perfectly good TV, even a computer. TV is perfect. It works fine. But if you unplug it and then you turn it on, nothing happens. It won't work. But nothing is wrong with the TV. It's a perfectly good, as a matter of fact, it's brand new. You just got it, brought it home. But it's not connected. It's not plugged into the power source, which is able to make it whole and function as it is supposed to. So this is the message for us today, that we want to make sure we get connected so we can get whole in our entirety and function as we're supposed to. I hope this was a good word and you will share it with someone. So remember, for today and going forward, make sure the little things that happen, the big things, everything, attitude, this is one of my mantra that I have. Attitude is both a choice and a lifestyle. You can choose to make the gratitude of gratitude is both an attitude and a choice. You can choose to have an attitude of gratitude, just being grateful all the time. And you can choose to be grateful in those times and those situations where it takes everything to be grateful. So practice gratitude. 2, you want to break tradition. You want to break some of the norm. Get rid of what is the norm. Break some of them. If it is hindering you and preventing you from being where you need to be, break the tradition. And then 3, you want to connect to the source. You have to make sure the source is the correct source that is serving you. And the source could be the people around you. If the people around you are draining your energy, oh, you want to disconnect from that source. Get around a source that will bring you energy, that will bring you life, that will cause you to function optimally. Please follow me on social media at palmoniagordon.com. Leave a comment here for us on YouTube and share the information. Check out my book on Amazon. Order it, A Guide to Manifesting Your Dreams. Speak to the power of your words and how when you speak, how it impacts your thoughts, your action, and the people around you. God bless you. I love you. Can't wait for you to join us next time. Have a good day.